everybody. Welcome to another episode of Talk to Tot. Real people, real talk, real life. I'm your girl, Tatiana Monet, and I have a very special guest, my brother.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm TJ, Welcome to the video.
Oh, my God.
Podcast.
Tell them how they can follow you and look you up and stuff.
Wait.
What?
No, I don't know my Instagram.
Okay, we'll let him look it up. But as he does that, this episode, and I'm eating some bunch of crunch, so y'all gonna hear me snacking on that. I need to snack. And when I need to wet my whistle, I got me some cranberry juice in my personalized buffalo pattern name cup.
And I got me some tequila.
Terramana.
I don't drink tequila. It's only here.
Tequila is my spirit animal. Oh, and I want to shout this out too because this is a fellow CAU graduate. Unorthodox is how it's said backwards, but I think it's Zadana. Oh my God, I don't know how you say it. Zadana Thur or so. Okay, I'm saying it wrong, but I know backwards it's unorthodox. But they started at Clark Atlanta. At least that's where I got familiar with them, and they have a really dope brand. They don't make this hoodie anymore, but this was a part of their illegal dope edition. So if you see what I'm wearing, this is what I'm wearing. So just look them up. It's unorthodox spelled backwards. So that's how you can find them. But anyway, you got your handles ready so we can get started.
All right, my Instagram is Tsunami11, TSU.NAMI11. Numbers, the 1 and the 1.
No man, as he eats his Twizzlers.
Oh yeah, this Twizzler really good though. You got any more?
No. No, I don't. This episode, and thank y'all again for waiting. I know I was supposed to drop this on Sunday. I say that to y'all every time, but again, y'all all know you're gonna get 52 episodes by the end of the year. We ain't playing no games. So thank you for tuning in to this episode where we're gonna be talking about baby mama drama. And I know it's something that a lot of dudes can relate to. So women, y'all probably not gonna be tuning in because you're probably gonna be a little sensitive, a little biased, whatever. But with Talk to Tot, this whole platform is about highlighting real people, real talk, real life. That's it. That's all. So you're gonna get everything. You're gonna be exposed, and we're gonna have the conversation because this is what's really going on. And I'm not a biased person. We women ain't perfect either. Okay, so is this something that you want to express from being a male dealing with baby mama drama? Because my brother is a father, so this is why, I'm bringing somebody on the show that has some type of merit. I'm not just up here just, you know what I mean? Like, I like people to be on the show that can actually relate to what's going on and share their experiences so you know how to better navigate what you got going on or even how to avert some situations altogether.
What was the question again? Because I definitely was really listening so hard.
That's a good thing. I'm glad I had that voice.
But what was the question?
You know how Sassy Red said you like my voice, but not the
it
rest,
turned me on,
but not that part, because we not incestuous. But
hey.
we close, but we not.
No, nothing like that. Hell no.
But
brother and sister locked in.
That's it. Yeah. But and here she come, y'all. This y'all girl coming on in. You see that little fur ball pop up. Hey, it's Layla, y'all. Layla done made her little debut again up in here. I guess it ain't a debut if she keep coming. So her guest appearance. All right, honey, mommy busy. So the question was, what do you have that you would want to share about dealing with baby mama drama, being that you are a father and you're a single father?
What would I like to share? I mean, there's just so many. I guess communication is definitely a big one in a role such as that, being a father and, having an offspring with somebody that you...
Not offspring.
I'm sorry. I love my son. Fine. Hold on. Wait. Before anybody judge the offspring comment, I love my son. You can ask anybody. I love my son. Hold on. Wait. This my
you
son
finished
right
here. And if you tuning in via audio, he's showing a picture of my nephew.
You can't really see it.
There you go. You got it. It went away. The screen went away. There you go.
That's my boy. Honestly, when you get closer, there you go. See? Yep. Okay. Anyway, communication is definitely big because not one person could do it on its own. You know, growing up in a single parent household. I mean, I had my stepfather, of course, don't get me wrong, but the times that he wasn't there, you know, my mom just taking on the role of being a father and a mother.
I can't. Put that tequila away.
I didn't even drink none yet.
Oh, take the tequila, please.
Just growing up in that situation, you know, I always thought the communication could have been better on parents to have, you know, so the kids could be in both their lives and everybody had a good relationship with everybody. But communication is definitely a big one because if you don't know how to open your mouth and say what you need and tell that person, guess what? You're going to be struggling by your damn self.
Very true.
And it might look like they got your back. But hell no.
That's if you're dealing with a bitter person. And I do want y'all to know there are always, you know, two sides to something. There's a good side and a bad side. So with dating a baby mama, you got some baby mamas out there. She cool. She not in the way. You not in her way. You know, y'all get along. Y'all co-parent as a team. You know what I mean? But that's not everybody's experience. And
even when you think you're a team, you're not. Don't let it hit you. It's go uppercut you. It's go
when you got a baby mama that's bitter. And a baby mama that don't know herself. And even though I'm not a baby mama, me being a bystander in certain familial situations or even situations with my friendship circle and they're dealing with women that they've had kids by, it's like they hate them. Like the comments I've heard, like whether it's my ex or any male in my life that is dealing with somebody that they procreated with, they're like, if she got hit by a bus, I wouldn't care. So, you know, it's a lot. We women tend to put men through so much because you can't have them. And it's like, just because the relationship ended doesn't mean that needs to impede on the relationship between the parents and the children. Like, granted, there's going to be some lifestyle changes, but you don't have to use the child as a pawn. I do not respect women who use their children as pawns to get what they want out of the baby daddy simply to be vengeful. I don't like that.
No, I had that same problem. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out the way I thought it would work out in my favor. But even with that, you know, when it comes to relationships, even if you're not in a relationship, y'all never was in a relationship to begin with, you are going to have people that use them kids as the pawns. And, man, you got me over here thinking, and this liquor kind of
That's what it's supposed to do. Talk to Tide. This is supposed to be deep, heartfelt, real talk. This is what be happening because this is what's going on every day. People wake up every day. Like, y'all, I don't know if I said it on the previous episode, but this one man, because it stays in my mind, this one man was on child support, and I used to work at the bank. I was a teller. And he came in to cash his check for child support. And when he cashed the check, he said, "Can I get this in all pennies?" I said, what? I would never not laugh at that. I said,
"Can I get this in all pennies?"
All pennies. We had to give him a burlap sack to get all the pennies.
How much money did he get in pennies?
It was hundreds of dollars.
In pennies?
In pennies. I'm over here like, this poor man. And he was so angry, but just like, you could just tell he was so tired. He was like, "I'm a good father. I'm a good man. It's just that me and the baby mama didn't work out. So, but why does she want to put me through hell just because me and her ain't together? This ain't got nothing to do with my kid. Like, I take my kid places. I buy stuff for my kid. I spend time with my kid. I'm a great father." And she wants to.
Because they want to be with you.
And that's no reason to create a separation or get in the middle of the child and its other parent.
You know that term when people come in like in relationships, like when you dating somebody, they be like, "If nobody can have you."
Yep. Yeah,
if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
And he said, "You know what, since you want my child support, even though I pay for stuff, I'm gonna make you work for it, just like you make me work to be around my kid." And he said, I drops it off. He said, "I don't even bring it to her. I leave it on the doorstep." I said,
in pennies.
The penny, and he know how much it was because he got the receipt, so you can't say this wasn't for that. You know what I mean? And he was just taking the rolls and just doing like this, and I'm like, and he would come in.
I know
once
how
a month.
that makes somebody feel. That's petty. I like it.
I said I fist bumped him.
I did. I like that because
I was on his right. Granted, do I know the full extent of what happened? No, but he said like me and her were not perfect. But I'm showing up for my kids. Some stuff is not about me and you. Some stuff should just be about the kid.
Yeah.
So don't let what happened between me and you get in the way of the kid. Because now, like, some fathers, they'll be like, you know what? I'm going to step away from all y'all. I don't want no problems. Because if you keep giving me a problem to be with my kid, then I'm going to have to risk not being in my kid's life because I'm not going to deal with you until the kid is old enough to
It gets to that point because I kind of hit that point. Like, I have two out there. I have two. But, well... We don't know for sure about the second one. But
oh, I'm like, wait, there's another? Oh my God, Pop.
No, it's not another.
You sure?
Yes, I'm
positive. It ain't one from that one state that you went to for a little bit.
God.
You ain't think I knew. Okay, anyway.
Ain't nobody doing that. She always on me about reprocreating and
He's
stuff.
fertile. Y'all, my brother's fertile. He's fertile. He's fertile. He's fertile. So stay away. If you don't have your stuff together, and you just want to come and ruin his life, stay away. We don't want you here. What?
Well, that's true.
We don't
want
you
to ruin
here.
My life, we don't want you here. But
we don't want you here.
Are you trying to elevate it? You know, you trying to cue me in and let me know some things? Come talk to me.
We don't want no negativity over here. No
all
bad
positivity.
news. Don't nobody
all
bring me no bad news. I'm serious.
I might have to get some more of that tequila. Honestly, it's only a little bit left.
Nope. You can have the rest of what's in that double shot while we stay on task and give these people what they want.
It is gonna be on task.
No.
It's gonna be gone. I've been babysitting.
The rest of it's for me. So,
What rest?
No. So anyway, focus. All right. I do want to ask you this too, because you are a male and you are a single dad. I want people to be able to understand sometimes what that looks like in the day of a life where you are dealing with, and the whole premise of this episode is baby mama drama. So explain to the world what a day in the life looks for you briefly, because we got some other questions, get some good stuff out there about what it looks like for you to be that guy.
To deal with the drama side of it? Well, a day in the life. Okay. A day in the life. Well, I mean, given with my situation and my kid's mother, when she's around, I don't really see too much, but the drama side of the effect will be like just things concerning my child. Like when it comes to, feeding or clothing or hair. Because, we both know. We seen his head a couple times.
It's not right. Women, look, just because you going through something, do your baby head. You can't be club ready and your baby hair not done. And even if you walk around looking like a ragamuffin, not my problem. It's them babies are innocent.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It is fathers that's out there that take care of the hair.
Absolutely.
But guess what? It's some fathers that are just not skilled in it. Like myself.
YouTube University, bro. You're going to have to. You're going to have to.
Let me tell you something.
Because if she not doing it.
Okay. Well, guess what? By the time I get him back, we going to have that situated, okay? That's going to be situated. But I'm saying, if for unskilled people like me that don't want to use YouTube University,
Lord.
It's the mama's job. At that point, it's like I just feel like
somebody got to do it. Basically,
yeah, somebody else has to do it. Because if it ain't me and it ain't the mama, it's somebody got to do it. Because it's just not gonna get done by my hands. But damn, that made me lose the track of what I was saying though.
A day in the life. So
day in the life.
Clothing, hair, just bathing, food. And what is the drama side to that, so that people can know like what that looks like?
It's more like what I'm gonna do for that person. Like if I'm asking for help, it's more of,
it's tit for tat.
Yeah, it's tit for tat. Why is it tit for tat if I'm asking for our child? That's the sole reason why I'm asking. I have nobody else to turn to, and you're the only other person. If you put me in a situation where I gotta take care of my son, and now I have exhausted all my funds and now I have to reach out to people, I feel like, for that drama side, when a mother don't want to help the baby daddy for putting him through some shit, how you go put the dad through something and then don't want to help him or use him to your advantage, but still don't want to help the single person that's actually doing all the necessary work
when we both made this baby.
Yeah, when we both made this baby. So other than that, that's really the only drama I can say from my side. again, wasn't with her every day
Mm-hmm.
or every step away. So, I mean, we had our arguments and stuff, but that's every parent's dealing with having a kid. We didn't see eye to eye. Some things was on me, some things was on her. Well, most of the things were on her.
It be like that sometimes, y'all. Sometimes it ain't the guy. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's both parents equally, and sometimes it is the guy. It just depends on the people.
Everybody
involved.
play a part.
Yep.
Everybody play a part.
Yep.
And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I didn't play no part in certain things, but I know the part that I did play, and it was a great part because I was actively there.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask anybody. Drama-wise, though, I really think that's all I got on the drama part.
Okay, then we're ready for the next question.
Okay.
So, what do you think is the worst thing about dealing with a baby mama that you're not with? Like, y'all are not cool, I should say.
You stuck with her for the rest of your goddamn life. You fucking stuck with her. You ain't no escaping, because guess what? When your kid turn 18, his mama gonna be there too. Just like the daddy gonna be there for all the baby mamas that don't like they baby daddies. He's stuck. You're stuck. You go see this person. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Sorry to say, unless you 6 feet under, you just not gonna see that person. That's just pure point blank. That is definitely one of them for me.
You're stuck. You're stuck. You can't get away from.
Imagine trying to help somebody out too. Like, you give your all to help this person out. You get your family involved.
Yeah.
And they do you dirty. They do you dirty. Now you stuck with them. So my kid is 18, 25, 35. Hopefully I'm still alive around like 70, 80. But still, if I ain't pushed 100 yet, I'm still gonna see this person for the rest of my life until I can't see nothing no more. Or if I can't hear nothing, because even if you can't see, you go hear them for the rest of your life. Watch.
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 I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at how you described it. Okay, I'm not laughing at you.
I'm being honest. You think you can't see and watch. You go hear them. When you can't see, all your other senses hiding. Ain't that right?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
no, that sucks. What? Okay. I feel so bad for you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. So, what do you think makes a baby mama drama filled? What do you think activates that in a woman from a male's perspective? Granted, you can't speak for a woman, but from your perspective, what is it about the situation or dealing with the father that you think makes a woman be so reactive, so bitter, so resentful, so tit for tat?
I guess not setting boundaries in that first beginning, like way in the beginning, before things even get to where they are. Before you enter the situation of baby daddy, baby mama, it's really setting boundaries. And it goes back to communication too. And me, I know I'm nonchalant. So I know that definitely played a part into why I probably have a little baby mama drama. Because when I'm nonchalant, I'm an asshole.
Subtly said.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
It runs in the family.
I'm very caring, but I'm an asshole on top of that. So it's just, I know that, I feel maybe for them, that's where it starts with the drama, where, that, TJ don't care, or I'm not communicating enough for them, or expressing myself. It comes down to expressing myself too. They feel like I don't, it's just certain things they feel like that I'm not doing. And more of that could be like relationship things. So if I'm not trying to look for a relationship and I tell you that, you can't be mad at me for not doing the other things that you're asking for. But
that are revolving around a relationship.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I will say we women, certain things will make our emotions turn on. Like if we forming these habits together, like we not dating, but if we spending time together all the time and let's go get something to eat, and even though we're literally just going to get something to eat, it's still
It's given that.
Yeah, it's still given. You know,
that's the boundary part that you gotta set. You gotta talk about it. Like my sister told me, set your boundaries. She told me that, and then I fucked up.
At least you own it. You admit it and you own it. Cause some people, that's the first step. If you don't admit it and own it, nothing else gonna fall into place, or you're not gonna make any progress, because you have to start there first. You have to be self-aware.
Wait. Oh, that bite. No
cranberry juice. Just plain cranberry juice. But yeah, that, and I see it so much. What I do hate is that you'll have a good father, and because you guys are not together, this baby mama, she's like ghetto, like she's trying to insert herself in your life. Like I heard stories of baby mamas pulling up to the baby daddy house while he with his new boo and just showing her tail, you know, like slashing his tires, messing with his shoes, trying to delete his 2K player, you know, the stuff that'll really make a dude be like, I'm gonna hit you. You know, I need to make physical contact.
You touching my game system. That's a little. Hey,
Telling
what
you,
doing?
Women do that. Women will, you know, I got his social security number, whatever, you know, all those things.
It's okay, because I'm the type of person. I feel like I'm gonna inconvenience you. See, I feel like I'm gonna go in your car, right?
Oh no.
Right. Don't let this happen to nobody, God forbid, because I will do it just on.
And he telling on himself.
You won't have no driver's seat in your car. Okay?
What?
I'm the type of person that will inconvenience you.
That's petty.
I know. My ex taught me that a long time ago. If you want to get back at somebody, you inconvenience them. That's the only way. I'm not going to do nothing too much, but you won't have no driver's seat. You'll have a lawn chair in that motherfucker. It's a drive to work.
This is insane.
And your seatbelt ain't no seatbelt.
It's a rope. I have not, y'all. I'm saying this advisory. This is not to influence you to rip out driver's seats or any other seat in the vehicle as a vengeful tact against your person. Please don't say that you learned that here. We're just sharing experiences and ideologies, and we're not telling you to do it. This is my
ideology. This is mine. I'm going to inconvenience you. Okay? Don't let me have the keys to your house either, boo-boo.
Oh,
because guess what? You won't have no toilet paper. You won't have no napkins. You won't have no pads either.
Oh, that's low.
Oh, I know it's low. Guess what? Inconvenience.
That's terrible.
Guess what? You can't drive to the store because your seat go. Now you don't got no pads.
Bleeding and bouncing. That's terrible.
Inconvenience you. Okay, that's just me. That's just me.
Oh, no. I'm so glad we're related. I can't.
It's better than fighting, because really fighting don't get you nowhere either.
It doesn't, and I don't condone. That's another thing too. I've heard a lot of stories from people in my circle about their baby moms putting their hands on them. Women, stop putting your hands on the men.
I haven't experienced no.
Knock it off.
Situation with that.
Especially don't touch their face. Don't do it. You don't know how that looks. They could show up to something, and that might be an indicator of something. Like it's just different. And stop. If you know that y'all just having an argument, stop calling the police. Stop doing that. If your life is in danger, yes, of course, do whatever you need to do. But if y'all just have an argument and you're not getting your way, and now, you know, you done scratched him, and now he done pushed you against the wall or whatever, now you want to call the police? Stop using the police, or I'm going to take the baby from you or whatever, to make him act on your terms. Stop doing that. And y'all still not together. Do you really think that you doing all of this is finna make him take you back? He might use you. He might put you in a position of convenience, like, well, this is some common community cooch that I can bang on from time to Am I lying? No. Okay. So, common community cooch, he gonna reduce you to that. You gonna be somebody that I know she got a car, so if I need to get somewhere, I know she got a car. Or she cooks, so I know if I'm hungry, I can go over there and cook. Or if I need escape from my own situation, I know I can like chill out at her house. You're gonna be reduced to convenience. And it's still only stemming off the fact that y'all have this child together, because have y'all had not procreated and made this child, you wouldn't even know that nigga no more. So why go through all of that just to be relevant in his life when you are literally being hated, and you karma. That's why you still stuck where you at. And that's another side note. When baby mamas are so drama filled, it's like they regress in their own life. Just because
even some of the drama because even when you asked me that question earlier, like in a day of life of drama, the only reason I couldn't really get another answer out because half of the drama that the baby mama will go through, it ain't even the drama between y'all. It's drama with her own shit.
So she basically displays a lot of misplaced anger and puts that into the situation. The
same way we are with family or relationships or baby mamas and all that. When somebody mad and going through something, they go kind of bring it to that person, and they don't have nothing to do with them. And that's probably a lot of drama that I had in mind, which ultimately led to where it led. But still, displacing your anger and certain things that's already happening to you, and you putting it on that person and kind of bringing it to them and making it.
They owning your problems.
Yeah.
Or they are on the receiving end of the abuse and the manipulation and the mistreatment.
It's kind of like you making them the reason why you're dealing with that whatever you're dealing with.
Using them as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. And that's why I feel like females need to be held to a better standard. And I'm not talking about the good ones. I'm only talking about the ones that are relative to this topic. Y'all need to be held to a better standard because, first of all, you look bad. It's very tacky. Not that you need to care about what people look like, but this is the reason why you have the problems that you do, why you keep running into the type of dudes that you do, and why you sit up here and it just look like you get pregnant for a living. And you ain't got nothing to show for it, but being on government assistance. I remember this one lady bragged to me about she had like $1,200 in food stamps and all that type. She got all these kids, but then she coming in there telling me she need a rent assistance payment arrangement. I'm like, this is when I was working in property management. And she do hair on the side. So it's like, you ain't really doing nothing with your life. You laying on your back having these kids and trying to claim other people's kids so you can get more food stamps so you can sell them off. You just ain't doing nothing for yourself. But then all the dudes who you created this soccer team with, they're the problem. How, Sway? Please riddle me that. And that's another thing that I was getting to is you women who are like that, just because something ain't working out for you, it don't mean that now you need this baby daddy as a source of income or to be your sponsor. You need to have some substance. You are a grown individual, which means you need to still have your own place to stay. You need a vehicle for transportation. Honey, you need a job. And if you're not working, you need to be in school. You can't just be sitting here out in the street. You at every club, you in every Instagram post, but your life ain't together. All you got to show for it is some kids, which is a byproduct of you laying down for a few minutes. What life is that? Like, really?
I had somebody, I had an ex that I was with. She got pregnant, got an abortion, came back and told me she wanted another kid. But then said, no. If we have another kid, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. Said if we have another kid, I gotta pay $10,000 in her
Absolutely not.
To furnish her life, to keep her life up to date, because she had to take off work. I had to pay $10,000.
That sound like reverse alimony. Like when you get married and you cheat on your spouse, you supposed to pay them alimony or something like that with the divorce, whatever all of that stuff is, because you committed adultery, blah 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 blah. But that sound like the reverse. That sound like if you cheated on your spouse and now that spouse that you cheated on got to pay you alimony. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no,
I didn't do nothing. What this got to do with me?
I told her first we ain't having another kid. Second, why would I be paying?
She's as crazy as a road lizard. I don't care.
Why would I be paying for your life? If I'm just trying to be a good father and I'm trying to be there for my child, leave it at that. I don't have to pay for you. And that's another thing.
The pay.
Why do a man have to pay for you and the baby? Like, why can
especially if y'all are equally seeing the kid. Like the kid got a whole setup at your house and a setup at her house. So we're equally keep like I know some fathers literally they get their kid every single weekend. Every weekend. So the mama get to go outside for the weekend while the daddy at work and vice versa. And then some people switch holidays. So if it's a form of 50-50 that's befitting for y'all, wouldn't that mean both of y'all need to be on child support? Everything can't be boiled down to the fact that we carried the kid for 9 months. Somebody had to do it.
Because it ain't us.
Somebody had to do it, but we couldn't get pregnant without them either. So, and then while we're out of work, displaced for 9 months, they gotta be at work. You know what I mean? They can't be in the home like that. It's sacrifices on both ends, and neither one outweighs the other. So it's just like,
for all the women that uses their kids as the pawn,
shame on you.
Just and visualize me throwing up middle fingers in this camera.
Stop it.
I'm being nice. I didn't put it in the camera. I said, imagine it. Because, let me tell you something. If I was like back in my youthful days, I'm still youthful, still young, still a young man. But my youthful days, where I was less patient, you would get beat up.
No, hey, no threats on the show.
I'm not making threats. I'm not making threats.
No physical promises.
That's not a physical promise. It's not a verbal promise either. I said in my youthful days.
Okay, I'm about to say, hey.
Yeah, look at you.
I'm about to say, no! I don't want to get canceled as I'm getting started.
I definitely said in my youthful days,
But even with that, like, when you are in a situation where you are motivated to want to put your hands on somebody, you know that's a red flag. Like, we humans, I get it. Because even in the animal kingdom, you know, you fight over certain things so that you can protect whatever you have going on. Mm-hmm. There's a reason, though, why we not outside killing our food like that. I mean, I'm not talking about the subsistence people who do that for a living by choice and all of that and harvest all this stuff. We are not out there in the Serengeti killing our food and living outside with the bugs and all of that type of stuff. We are a different type of creature. That's why animals ain't setting up and having a podcast. We're different. So we have to remember that difference. And it also goes back, like, when you deal with a baby mama, a lot of times what I find from the stories that men tell me is that 9 times out of 10, it was not the woman they wanted to have a kid with. 9 times out of 10. And they're like, I slipped up. It was a drunk night. The condom broke. She wouldn't get off me. Whatever it was. And some women really be plotting. Now, if you be trying to plot on dudes to have their kids, I don't respect women like that. I don't. Like the turkey baster thing or keeping the condoms and doing... You women are crazy.
Well, I'm
and
honest.
Sick.
I'm gonna be honest. That whole turkey baster thing. Hopefully, I feel like that never happened to me. So I feel like So in my heart of hearts, I feel like I'm good on that, and I ain't had nobody do me like that. Mm-hmm. When it comes to condoms, you know what? Let's get past that. Let's get past that, cause condoms don't get used with me.
What?
No, it do. But
ignore it. Oh, Jesus.
It's too late. It's already on there.
Oh my God.
But if you for a reason.
And I was just about to say, when you have unprotected sex, y'all just know, even if it's with a booger wolf, even if it's with
a booger wolf,
a really ugly but booty looking person,
if
no matter what,
women with makeup change now.
That too. Oh yeah.
Because you'll see, you don't see the booger wolf. You don't see that little boogeyman until after all that.
When she take everything. Oh, and that's why I'm so glad I'm a female, because y'all don't have that. Y'all don't do that. Y'all show up as is. We see a haircut, a lining, and all that type of stuff.
Women, we could come woofed out too and still be looking the same.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like one of my friends, he said he was so scared when he woke up the next day from being with a female, because he said she took everything off. Like, her makeup came off, her hair came off, her nails, everything. Her toenails was fake too. Everything, her booty pads. He was like, I woke up, I didn't know what I was looking at. Those aliens.
Ooh, that's wrong.
I feel so bad. She had booty pads on
and
too.
Toenails came off.
And mind you, I'm not judging, but when you put all of this on to attract somebody, you're attracting them to a facade, something that you cannot maintain, something that's not your pure self. Granted, this hair not mine, but when I take this off, you can still tell, like, this is me. It's not like I'm just stepping out with everything covering up who I am. And that's what I mean by that. Like if people can't see what you really look like because your face is casket ready and makeup, you know what I mean? Now, granted, if you're trying to cover up like a scar or something like that, there's things that you can do. But I say all that to say, when you know you are given a false thing, like when you look day and night, when you look like two different people, sometimes when people be doing the makeup tutorials, I know we on a slight tangent, but when people be doing the makeup tutorials and they look like before and then after, it's like, you are a glamour queen. I be so hurt.
That's
granted,
true,
beautiful work. That's artistry right there. But when you take that off and you're like, who the hell is that?
That's not the same person.
Or even, what is
talking to, or no.
Makeup should enhance you, like unless you're doing costume makeup or for like a fashion show. You shouldn't. You might assume a different persona when you put the makeup on, but it shouldn't make you look like two different individuals. Makeup should be an enhancement, and that's just my take on it. Some people may disagree, and that's you. That's fine. I don't care. But
twin sister, twin brother.
I need y'all to get it together, women. Y'all are out here making us look bad as women,
and I give women flowers though for all the good single mothers out there,
right,
single baby moms,
right,
the good baby mamas doing their thing. I give you all y'all flowers because I still grew up in that household, household. So watching my mom struggle and having to do what she had to do, making a way out of nothing, like for all the good ones out there, y'all definitely have my flowers, because I ended up having to be that father, being in the same position as a father, having to do it, and knowing the struggle, and knowing, trying to make a way out of nothing, trying to catch a break, trying to do this, trying to do that. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Especially if you have kids by multiple people. Now you got other things to juggle, multiple families to incorporate into things. Like, I can only imagine what you go through. Why complicate that situation by being this drama-filled, toxic, negative individual? That takes a lot of effort, and it's a distraction from what you could really be focusing on, and that's being a better parent to your child, or being a better you for yourself. Because if you are not good, you're not going to pour good into your kids. And that's not to sit here and say you got to be A1 and just 100% perfect, but when you lack, your children feel that one way or another, whether it's emotionally, situationally, whatever. Your children feel what you go through and how you act, and they see everything. And they may not even say it at first. You may think, oh, they don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let a few years go by and that kid going to be able to recall a memory. And you're going to be like, you saw that? You remember that? You heard that? Yes. These kids ain't dumb. And stop having these kids like they're an accessory. They're not. This is not a garment that you can return back. They stuck with you. This is not something that you just carry from time to time. Like, no, this is a lifetime investment.
Lifetime.
And you have a business partner, whether you like it or not. Figure it out. And knock it off.
That business partner. Y'all can make millions together. Or be in the gutter together.
And just because something doesn't work out with you and that person, that doesn't mean that you just put your life and park around that and focus all of your effort and attention on that. You're doing your child a disservice. And you look tacky. Like, it's really distasteful. You walking up and keying the daddy car, you know what I mean? Or because you put him on child support when he really take care of his kid and he has his own household to take care of, you want him to take care of your household too. Like, you just supposed to just sit up here and just get a check. That's not, I remember, side note, and I'm going to get back to my comment. When I was working in property management, this one lady, she couldn't afford to live nowhere on her own. And so we said, well, what other sources of income do you have if you're not working? She said, child support from my baby daddy. I said, let me go ask corporate. And corporate was like, no, child support does not count as a source of income. Just because you laid down and decided to make another human that us taxpayers now have to incorporate into the system and, all of that stuff, that don't mean that, like, you doing too much. You doing too much. Stop making these men feel like they owe you something when you have a good father. If this man put you through, first of all, and here's the crazy part to me, part of me feels like if somebody put me through so much HELL, I don't even want nothing to do with you. I don't want your money. Granted, there is another part of me that thinks if you put me through HELL, I'm going to drag you too. I'm going to have to show you how not to treat me. So I get both sides to that. And that's only if he's the baby daddy from hell. But when you are the baby mama from hell, you're going to continue to be bitter. You're going to continue to sleep alone. You're going to continue to feel like you're trapped in your own home, dealing with kids that you need a break from. It's going to perpetuate. It's going to perpetuate because that's your karma. That's what's owed to you because you are a tyrant. You are a nuisance. You are not being a good person right now.
Preach.
And it's showing up.
Period.
And it's going to continue to show up. It's going to continue to show up until you change. First of all, what all of that looks like to me is you don't love yourself enough. So you mean to tell me you need to focus all your energy on ruining a man because he don't want to be with you? He doing you a favor. And if you're watching this video, you know, my brother did get up. I did say, you know, no to tequila, so now he done pulled some Crown Apple, whatever. For those of y'all that's watching the video version of this episode,
so sorry.
Yeah, he's not used to doing podcasts. You don't just get up in the middle of it and all of that. Now for the actual podcast version that's audio, they won't know what's happening, but I have to talk through it because there's a video in the audio version.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And now you know. But you have to do better. You have to look at yourself. You have to want to do something and be something for yourself because your kid sees this. They speak on it later on, like, yeah, my mom, she was hurt by the dudes that she dealt with, whether it was their daddy or not. And so, you know, she didn't really pour into me, and that played a part in my upbringing, or, you know, we were broken, we were struggling because she couldn't keep a job or whatever. Don't let that be your story. And if that's your story already, you still got some pages that you can write. Change your story, change your narrative. Go somewhere and heal. Just because don't reduce your world to this one man not wanting you. There was a point in time when you didn't even know this man existed. There's other people out there for you. There's you out there
because that man
for
could
you.
love somebody else and you wouldn't even know.
It's his right. When y'all are not together, whatever he do, as long as it don't have any negative impact on the child, it's not your business, sis. It's not. Let it go. Let it go. And I'm only talking about when you got a good baby daddy and you're just bitter because y'all ain't together no more, or y'all don't see eye to eye all the time. Okay, y'all are two different individuals. You're not joined at the hip. And even then, Siamese twins, they be disagreeing too. Like, you know, I'm just saying.
No, you
for
right,
real.
Right.
They do, because they're still two different individuals. Nobody is obligated to think like you, to speak like you, or to do as you do.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the world, boo. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Get a job. Get your own place. Get off of government assistance. Go get an education. Pick up a marketable trade with your talents that you good at so you can make your own money.
Your passion is, like with your art, you know, how that's your passion and
yes,
everything.
my art through Tatiana Monet. Yes. It's
you know, once you find your passion, and that's when things get easier, I feel like.
And your first passion should be you. Turn yourself into a passion. People who love themselves, you see that. It resonates in what they do, how they act, how they move. And people can't shake them from that. So even if they going through something, how they react ain't like how a person reacts when they ain't got no love in their heart or they don't love themselves. And you can't expect somebody to love you more than you do, or you can't be searching for the love that you need through others. That stuff got to be between you and God, and God already love you, you know what I mean? So you gotta tap into what's already there.
You're not lying right there, because I was searching for love through others.
How'd that work for you? Okay. See, it's true. And then holding on to people that ain't good for you.
I did that too, and
we have all done that. Or being stuck, like how you said, being stuck with a person. Some people don't want to be stuck. Like, y'all don't want to be stuck to these baby mamas. It won't feel like you're stuck if y'all realize y'all have this business concept in mind. If you treat it like business, even though this is a person, yes, with intrinsic value, But if you have this mindset that this is an investment, this is something we created and put out into this world, so it is both of our jobs to make sure that this is a success, period. What y'all got going on as human beings and individuals, that's obsolete. That's just like you at a job, what another company next door is doing that is not even a competitor to your business. What they doing ain't got nothing to do with you. It's the same thing. Handle this kid. Show this kid that just because me and your daddy went through something, we not finna allow that to cripple your life.
Yeah.
We don't want you to remember about the bad stuff that we got going on, and you you exposed to it, but you ain't got to go through that with us. Have that type of mentality. And some people, I know that they might be incapable of parenting because they didn't get parented like that. But some stuff is just an instinct or something that you build as your character. Just work on being good. Work on being better, ladies. Please do that, because you can't sit here in one breath and dog dudes. But then look at what you're doing. Nah, we ain't always right. We don't always do the right thing.
Well, what's that?
Be real about that.
What's that saying? When you point the finger, your forehead's pointing back at you. So when you talking, dogging out your baby daddy, whatever, just know you got 4 more pointing back at yourself. So
that is true. I love that.
Ultimately, you talking about yourself as well. No matter,
Yep. And again, and I always put these disclaimers out there because you do have people that comment and they only hang on to certain aspects of what is said. This is not grouping all women that are single mothers into this category. It's only for women who, you be showing your tail. You ain't let Ray Ray go. Marquand don't want you no more. You mad because Justin done showed up with his new boo at the party. You know what I mean? You mad because Donald don't be feeding into you and don't want to sleep over on the couch no more. It's about the baby. It ain't about you. And it's okay. Because you supposed to be about you. Focus on you. Like, really, really focus on you. Because when you do, you won't even want to use this dude for what he got for you. You gonna want, I need all of this to go to the kid, because whatever I can't do, I know he's gonna be able to do. Look at it like that. Like, our kid should have double, because we not together. They got 2 households that can provide for them.
Yeah.
Stop making these dudes into bills and thinking that they just supposed to carry it all. And then you wonder why y'all can't get along when he come in the room, or you leaving your kid on the porch so the other parent can come pick them up because y'all can't look at each other.
Man, that shit cripple us. Make us cripple.
You got, in order for you to do better, it's not just about you wanting better. You actually have to change your mindset, because we all know better. We just not committed to doing better all the time. Change your mindset. Think better of yourself. Don't even make this about the baby daddy. Think better of yourself, ladies. When you respect yourself more and you put more self-care and you really look at your kid, I promise you things gonna start to change. You ain't gonna feel no type of way. You ain't gonna have no resentment. You wonder why your back hurt. You wonder why your leg cramping up. You wonder why you got a headache. Because your bitterness is toxic. It all means something, Do you have anything else that you would like to share or advise, especially for men out there who, some of them say, I want me a whole little soccer team, or I want a baby by every race, or whatever. Do you have some type of forewarning or something that you want to give to men out there who may be new to being a single dad, dealing with a bad baby mama, or dudes who are thinking about having kids and they need to know what to look out for in case they run across the wrong person to lay down with?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. The only thing I can say is, because I'm still learning myself. I'm only 25, so a lot of the red flags, of course, especially at my age, if you're starting to be a parent at my age or before my age, you're not gonna see those red flags until probably later on. So really just be careful who you lay down with. How can you tell about that? You will know. I just feel like that's a gut feeling that everybody should know. Like, when certain certain red flags do come out in the beginning. Like, if you just, I'm an observant person, so if you sit back and just watch a person, watch how they talk, and just watch how they treat you versus how they treat somebody else, and all that, you'll see those red flags. But it's really just be careful who you lay down with. And for everybody that is in my position, having your village, as my sister says, you gotta have your village to actually kind of survive through everything that you're going through. I don't know about anything else.
It's okay if that's what is on your heart to share, then that's what.
Yeah, that's all I have. I just, like I said, I'm still new at it. I'm not perfect, you know. Even for the bad baby moms, like my sister said, some bad baby daddies. I'm a good one, but I still have my bad ways. So again, I'm not perfect. I probably caused a lot of situations that I was just out of my control at that time. But I do try my best. I feel like as long as you try your best and you're there for your kid, all the new fathers and new baby moms or whoever's there taking on their responsibility, I wish you the best of luck, because it's not easy. Kids are expensive. Kids are very expensive. I went from worrying about myself, trying to put food in my own mouth and buying the things that I like, and all that, to having to take that money and not being prepared. You also have to be prepared to have these kids, because when you're not prepared, you're going to struggle until you get out of that struggling phase. It's just not going to change. But
real stuff in this life. People go through it, and if you can avoid something, why not? We already given enough complicated days here. Why add on to that? And that's why platforms like Talk to Ty is out here, so that you are made more aware, and that it's people out here who are going through what you're going through, or can empathize with you, or can share some knowledge to help you navigate around or avoid a situation altogether. So I do want to thank my guest, my brother.
Yeah, don't take my words. Some words don't take the heat though. Like, this.
The negative stuff he was saying, when
negative stuff.
He was taking shots, like, jabs at people,
This is my first time on here. I'm proud of my sister,
Thank you.
And her fan base. Thank you for everybody that's watching. And continue to show my sister some love.
Please do, because it's a lot out here that people aren't talking about, and people are walking around here unhealed or unheard, and this platform is to help stop that. You have an audience, you have a village, you have a platform. So if anybody else wants to come onto the show or drop some topics about some things to talk about on future episodes, if you have any comments that you would like to share, please tap in. Please follow me on my social media handles. IG, it's the podcast IG is _talk to Tot. My personal one is Tatiana Monet. If you want to follow me on TikTok before they get rid of it, it's Tatiana _ They trying to put this ban on there and stuff like that.
For everybody, or just like certain people? Because I know there was like a racist thing going on
for America.
Oh, for America.
Because their system, the Chinese, because it's made by the Chinese, so their system, anybody who signs up for TikTok, they have access to our personal information, social security numbers, all of that stuff. So it's like, you are a foreign government entity. Why do y'all have access to our citizens' private information? That's another episode. So that's the topic for later. So on TikTok, it's Tatiana _ Monet. And you can stream this episode on YouTube via video version, or if you want the audio version, it is available on Apple Podcasts. So that concludes this week's episode, a little delayed, of Talk to Ty. Real people, real talk, real life. Thanks again to my guest TJ for joining me on this episode.
No problem. And if she has another one, I'm gonna try to be here. And hopefully that topic, I have a lot more to say. Like I said, this is my first one. Don't expect too much on me. I'm a little shy at times.
It's okay. You got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? And communicating through video so people can see what's really going on in real time or pre-recorded time. Like, it goes a long way, and there's no perfect way to do it. You can always grow from where you are, and that's the beauty about doing this form of art with recording.
But some liquid courage definitely make it a little easier. I'll tell you that.
It does.
And if you do the other stuff, if you know what I'm talking about.
We're talking about the trees, y'all.
Trees, because I love them trees. You know, anybody that got some, just, hit me.
All right, we're not soliciting on here for that. So, but if you want to endorse my show, like if you want to be a sponsor.
Trees could be in sponsors.
Please stop. So, if you would like to sponsor the show and allow me to highlight your products and stuff like that as an endorsement, I would love to, because I do have respect for people's brands, and I believe in a barter system where we help each other. You know what I mean? But until next time, I thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Be healed on purpose. This is your girl, Tatiana Monet, signing out on another episode of Talk to Tot. Real people, real talk, real life. Woo! Bye!